cuties, if no one has told you already today, I want you to know that you are making them feel a type of way. For those of you that are new, welcome, I am Jem, and in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be discussing how did they feel about you the last time they saw you. So in pick a card readings, you can view them how you like, you can watch the whole video, or you can watch whatever pile catches your eye, as long as you take what resonates and leave the rest. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. You can decide your own future and you have your own free will. Also know that every reader reads differently. I tend to read pretty candid and honest, so there could possibly be some deep messages. And before we hop right into the video, I want to let you guys know the different ways you can help out my channel. The biggest way you can help is subscribing, and I also sell personal readings on my DEPOP, linked in the description. 20 minutes of any deck you like, unlisted, for your eyes only. I also have an Instagram where I post some of my nail art and motivational tarot advice, as well as some tarot reels. And I have an Amazon wish list of decks. Why do I always say that? Of decks if you're feeling generous. Know that any donations to me are extremely appreciated but not expected, and I thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. So just so you guys know, the poll that you guys took and voted for, that will be the next video that I make. It's most likely going to be what are their feelings for you right now, I think, or what do they wish they could tell you right now? I think that's what it was. And the second one was what they love about you, so that's going to be the following video. But on Thursday, I'm going to make the highest rating video from that poll. Just so you guys are aware. So let's hop into the readings now. We got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. It's actually quite interesting because the thumbnails that are based on each one go with the piles, the decks that were chosen. Like we have the eye here, and the first image for pile 1 is an eye with a heart. So I felt like that fit. And then this one is the pink pain, which has like a cigarette on the cover. And in the thumbnail, the girl has a cigarette in her mouth. And then lastly, this one, she's in the thumbnail, there's an eye with a line through it. I guess this one doesn't really fully go with pile 3, but the other two really fit with their piles. So let's get into how did they feel about you the last time they saw you. So let's just go based on each pile. I'm going to cut the deck in half, and that's going to be what's going to help you to choose this pile for pile 1. If it is significant to you in any way, pick pile 1. We have the 8 of Swords. I need to go remind myself what the 8 of Swords is real quick. So the 8 of Swords is negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, and victim mentality. So pile 1, maybe the person that you last saw could be feeling this type of way about you, or this could just be representing who they are as a person, or it could be representing possibly your perspective, like how you're acting towards the situation or how they're acting. Someone could be feeling having a lot of negative thoughts about that connection, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, or victim mentality, feeling like possibly stuck, or feeling like the victim of that situation. That could be a small part of it, but this could be someone in particular that might have that mindset. And the thumbnail you have, pile 1, is a girl looking over, she's blushing, she's got heart eyes, long lashes, she's got bangs, and pink, like swoopy hair. So someone who maybe has heart eyes for you, and they may play possibly a victim mentality. If that resonates with you, pick pile 1. Now for pile 2, we have the pink pain, which talks about a little bit about addiction, but it doesn't always have to be about that. You got the Knight of Bottles, which is basically the Knight of Cups, and it's in reverse. So let's see what that says in this deck, since it's different than the original Rider-Waite Tarot. So with the Knight of Bottles in reverse, it is fortitude, argument, Maybe there was an argument the last time you saw this person. It's also the Knight of Bottles, so the Knight of Cups, someone who's also, it could have something to do with love, and it could also be someone who maybe is a water sign. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It could also be someone who is feeling very emotional right now, and there could have been some sort of argument, or they could be. I think fortitude is when you isolate yourself. Not quite sure, but if that resonates with you, pick pile 2. The picture you were given, the thumbnail you were given, pile 2, is of a side profile of a girl with longer hair, with bangs. She's got long lashes too. She looks like she's smoking a cigarette, and there's like a moon or some sort of light behind her. She's wearing a scarf and looks like a hoodie or like a jacket. So we also have an image of a man here with like colored hair, and it looks like a what is it called? A bowl cut. He kind of looks like he's got a bowl cut with like a fade underneath it. That could be significant. Or some sort of drinking could be like associated to this reading. All right, now pile 3. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Let's see what we get. We get the 4 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy, and it talks about saving money, security, conservation, scarcity, control, and frugally. So this could be someone, possibly the last time you guys saw each other. There could be something to do with security, scarcity, like not having enough money, but also saving money at the same time. There could have been some sort of situation with control when it came to money, specifically a Capricorn person, someone who has Capricorn energy. And the image, if that doesn't resonate, this could be just someone talking about someone who maybe is a little bit greedy, or someone who's a little bit, what is it called? Cheap. Like someone who doesn't like to spend their money. They like to always save. And, yeah. So with your thumbnail pile 3, you have someone with eyeliner and cat eyes. She also has nice eyebrows, but there's some sort of like makeup done. She looks like some sort of like sci-fi, like robot. Has these like robot looking contacts, and then a line like face paint on her. There could be something to do with like somebody's eyes in particular in this reading. So if that resonates with you, pile 3, then pick pile 3. All right, let's hop into the first pile. Hello, my beautiful pile 1s. If you chose this thumbnail, this will be your reading on what were their thoughts the last time they saw you. So first, let's roll some possible zodiac signs. So what are some possible, we're going to get more into depth on who this could possibly be, but let's roll this zodiac dice a couple times. So obviously Libra, a lot of Libras here. We got Libra here, we got Libra here, we got Libra here. We even have air sign, air sign, air sign, air sign here. So Libra is very significant in this reading. Let's get another one. Let's see who else, what other sign is here. Libra came out again. Aries could be significant. It definitely makes sense that there could be an Aries. Also, I've heard a lot about Libra and Aries being a couple. I've seen it a lot of the time. It makes sense that there could be Aries because I am getting a lot of anger or potential anger coming in, especially with the 10 of Wands here, and anger as well as here. So be aware of that. Let's see what else. We got Aquarius, makes sense. We got the star here. And see, what other sign? Libra came out again. Let's get one more. We got Taurus energy. So, my beautiful pile ones, let's hop into your reading. Off the bat, this row is representing what were they expecting the last time they saw you. These 3 rows are how did they feel the last time they saw you emotionally, what were their hopes the last time they saw you, and what were they thinking logically the last time they saw you. And then what are their hopes or what are their thoughts about the future at that moment? Like the last time they saw you, what were their thoughts about the future? So the last time they saw you, pile 1, they were expecting to go back into your traditional ways. So whatever you guys would do traditionally, whatever the standard was, they were expecting the same things, either the same arguments, the same fights, the same conflict and resolution type of behavior. Even what's concerning about this reading, pile 1, is this card. This card right here is concerning. Every other card is perfectly fine. It's just this card that's concerning because of the shadow element. It's really giving me anger and potentially physical abuse. And I know, we shouldn't ever, like, this is not a therapy sesh. Like, we're just talking tarot. This is like, I don't want you to ever, this is something you should go to therapy for. Like, I'm not, this isn't therapy. But this is concerning. And the reason why I say that is because we have the shadow attributes that says resorts to violence in the name of a cause. So it could, maybe not violence like physical violence, but maybe in a way this is talking about resorting to screaming and yelling, arguing, fighting, and potentially could be violent, like physical violence. So be aware of that. Also, maybe they were expecting, for some of you, a majority of you, it probably will just be arguing, yelling, screaming, that type of traditional thing that they were thinking. Maybe they were thinking traditionally like that was going to, like, that was the conflict resolution that constantly happens in a pattern, and it's like it happens all the time that it's like, okay, it's just gonna happen again and that's it. And I think that's what they were expecting. Like, I think they were expecting some sort of change, some sort of resolution, but I think there was not a resolution. With some of you, though, like I said, it could be potentially something more sinister with the violence. With the Hierophant here, this basically talks about someone who's very traditional, potentially also lives very traditionally in their stubborn ways. This person maybe felt like maybe this person was expecting you to be stubborn, or the situation to be stubborn and like to be stuck in its traditional ways. Like, your relationship always has these arguments, but then you always resolve things and make up. It's like, this traditional way of being. And maybe this person was expecting that, was expecting the same thing over and over again. They were expecting it the last time they saw you. I think also there could be some sort of traditionality or some sort of stability when it came to this person, due to the fact that they were very stubborn in their ways and they did things repetitively. Like, it was constantly the same thing over and over and over again, and nothing really ever changed. I think this person was stubborn in their ways, and they potentially had fear Like we were getting captivated by fear in this message here, and not having balance, more particularly when it came to their hobbies, their career, or they constantly push themselves to the limit of either overworking or overexerting themselves in some way and not having balance. And I think this person was emotionally looking for balance, and potentially you gave them that balance. And maybe that was the continuous fight, was like they depended on you. It was like some sort of codependency where they depended on you to bring this balance, when in reality they needed to figure out and change for themselves. I think the Hierophant also talks about someone who looks at how other people do it, and they follow traditional ways of certain things. Like for example, like they would rather look at how someone else has already done it than rather figuring things out on their own. Like they are very stubborn in listening to, potentially, like they have a very old man, old woman type of mindset, where it's like they stick to what they know, or what they were taught, more specifically, like what they were taught potentially from their family. Like maybe they're very similar minded to their parents, their father or their mother, or some sort of mentor. They could be literally a copy paste of their mentor, and it's like they could literally be their mother or their father, and it's like they don't really branch out on their own or become or themselves. There could be some sort of underlying like childhood trauma that is being repeated, and they don't branch out in order to change. But we do have the Ten of Wands, so emotionally, I think this person was feeling very overwhelmed, and feeling like but it was their fault. Like they were purposely putting themselves in overwhelming situations because they maybe overworked, or overdid something. This could potentially be overdoing anything, some sort of like potential addiction, where there was some sort of, there was no balance when it came to this situation. It was like overdoing something, and it could have been literally an addiction, like workaholic, overeating, addiction to the phone, addiction to porn, or addiction to overdoing something that brought them a lot of harm to their life. Like it was a burden that they carried, and they would potentially complain a lot about it, or they would potentially talk so much about it, or say that they wanted to figure it out all on their own, and maybe you tried to help them, or didn't want to take no for an answer, and because it was constantly like they were complaining to you about it, and maybe you put in a lot of effort to try to help them and balance them out, but maybe that potentially left you distraught and left with resentment. I think also they may struggle with independent likeness, where they're like, oh, I need to do everything myself. I need to do everything myself. I can't ask for help. And honestly, sometimes I think in particular with this card, with like the Ten of Wands, I think whatever they're dealing with, they should figure out themselves. Like obviously it's okay to always help somebody, but if they're not willing to help themselves, you can't help them. And sometimes when you give somebody the space in order to change, they can actually change or make a change. I think overall, I'm having difficulties breathing. There could definitely be some sort of lack of communication. We have underneath the Nine of Wands. I think this person, what their hopes were the last time they saw you was, I think they were looking for some sort of resolution. They were looking for some sort of right of action, or like resolution between the two of you, the problem to be fixed, the arguments to go away, This person had a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, stress put onto them. And it was like, I think not only were they stressed out about what other stuff they were dealing with, but then because it potentially ruined your connection together, or caused conflict with you two, you may still be together. This person felt like that also added to it, and it was like bringing them so much stress and depression and anxiety that it was like they just wanted you two to work things out and to have some sort of resolution. And it'd be like, you know, again, like the traditional way of just like, let's fix things, and but not actually fix things. Like, this person doesn't realize that when you do like have an argument or some sort of problem, you need to actually fix it. Because if you don't and you just say whatever to you know, let it, to hopefully that it will go away, it won't. It's only going to add up more, and it's only going to make more problems. And I think this person was just like, oh, I just hope that there's justice. There's just, they could, you know, there could be some sort of advocate or some sort of like forgiveness or resolution, or they were hoping for like some sort of justice. Like, they were hoping that you and almost like the universe would help you realize. It was like this person was hoping that God or the universe or whoever was getting or was trying to get you to realize, like, oh, just give this person a break, or oh, like, you know, can't you be the advocate and see how hard they're working, or see, you know, it's like, it's kind of like it's giving a bit of victim mentality, like, you know, feel bad for me, like, can't you see how hard I'm working, you know, constantly feel bad for me, look how hard, like, you know, feel bad for me, like, it's definitely giving victim mentality. And they need to stop playing the victim, and they need to pick themselves up from the bootstraps rather than trying everyone else to fix them, or like, oh, I need someone else to help me, or I need someone else to fix me. It's like, no, you need to fix yourself. And you need to find your own balance. We can't give that to you. I think this person's definitely 100% lacking balance. I mean, even look at the judge. This thing is off balance. It's like, it says, this is the judge card out of balance, building up walls and separating from others. This person maybe separated themselves. This out of balance maybe pushed this person away from people. Maybe they were putting up walls, not being so emotionally vulnerable, possibly lacked or lost emotional, or maybe became emotionally numb. They maybe put their walls up and just, there also could be some sort of like closed-mindedness, because it says the judge energy can be the seed of racism or any sort of like fear-mongering, limiting beliefs. And I think this person could definitely have some sort of traditional ways of thinking that really is limiting, very limiting, and that's what's keeping them stuck in this victim mentality of like, you know, feel bad for me, oh, you need to help me, all these different things. And they may not say those things, but it's like they hint at those things. I think this person also, what they were thinking logically, I think logically they were hoping for new ideas of communication, new ways of communicating. I think this person was logically trying to find ways to fix things. They're trying to find new ways of trying to communicate with you, how to express their thoughts, trying to fix things continuously. It's like this person just doesn't want to let go. This person just continuously is trying to fix things, and what they're not realizing is they keep trying to fix the relationship, but what they need to do first is fix themselves. And they don't, for some reason, it's like they're wearing a fucking blindfold. And they don't see that you are trapping yourself in your own problems. You're having issues with other people because you deep down have an issue that needs to be fixed or resolved. And instead of seeing that and instead of seeing that they're the issue, it's like the relationship is the issue. And it's really like delusional. It's delusional. They want to they really are trying to. It's almost like they're at their last. It's at the breaking point. It maybe already faced the breaking point, and this person's like this relationship or this opportunity or whatever this is or whatever it was that they had is fleeting and it's disappearing and it's leaving them quick, and it's like on their last breath they're like trying to push so hard to just get this thing back, or be like, oh, like I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to work, and it's like, listen, it's already too late. It's already too late. And then this person, what their hopes were for the future is they were hoping for a reconciliation. They were hoping for this beautiful star to, be created once again. They see a potential for sacred beauty and they believe that everything is possible. They're hoping like, if I just try hard enough, like this will work out and I can do whatever it is that I want, and like I could do whatever it is that I put my mind to. And I think that's what their mentality was to this relationship. Like they're like, if I tried hard enough, it will come back to me. It will reblossom. It will have this beautiful potential. It would become like a star, this beautiful thing once again. And it's like, it's sad because that's the last thing that they're holding on to. Like this is the last very thing they're holding on to that's keeping them attached. And they just finally need to let go. This could have been some sort of breakup, or possible argument, and maybe you feel like you're done with the situation. I honestly I feel like I want to cry because it's sad. Like this person, it's like they're holding on for dear life, and they really are just trying to like grip on tight, but the thing that they're holding on to has already left. Like it's already gone. And then what they really need to do is work on themselves. They need to work on themselves. All right, let's see what other messages are here for you, pile one. Before we end your reading, what are some messages that they would like to say to pile one? 1, 2. We have I am toxic. I think this person is very toxic. Pile one, especially for, like I said, the possible violence aspect for whoever's watching. If you feel like that connects to you, this person is very toxic and you should definitely let this person go and leave them behind in your life. For the rest of you that maybe this is just resulting like this person likes to argue, fight, that sort of thing. It's also, again, they are toxic. This is an overall message about this reading is whoever this person is, pile one, they're toxic. And they need to do some self-reflection. Whether it's the victim mentality, whether it's whether it doesn't matter whatever degree it is, like if they're, victim mentality, or if they're screaming, yelling, arguing, name calling, crossing boundaries, or if they're on the whole other spectrum of being physically abusive. Either way, they're toxic and there needs to be some sort of change. And you cannot wait around for this person hoping that they'll change. You need to go for somebody who is already changed, is already what it is that you're looking for. Not somebody that you're fantasizing that they're going to change or that they're going to do better or that they're finally going to be what it is that you want. You can't fix them. They need to fix themselves. And you need to find somebody that is already at the place that you want, instead of changing to get to that place. They need to already be what it is you want. And maybe there could be some sort of writing down, you know, what is it that you want? What is it that you seek in a relationship, Pile 1? Ask yourself, like, who it is that you're looking for, and find that person, not somebody who could be that person. I don't want to lose you. I know person's Pile 1. Pile 1's person, we know you don't want to lose them, but it's already too late. You've already have. And it was because of the stubbornness, the closed-mindedness, the constant victim mentality. 2, do you see me in your future? This person's hoping that you see them in the future with them. They're hoping that you still see a future with them. 1, 2. I hold on to grudges. Yeah, we can tell that you're stubborn. we can tell. This person's definitely very stubborn in their ways. 2. I worry about you. This person could be worried about you. 1, 2. Let's get 2 more. 3. Do you even care? I don't have enough money. This person could feel like it was about money. This person could be possibly insecure about their money, and how much money they make. Maybe they were like, oh, like, this person, you know, only wanted me for their money, or wanted me for my money, or yet they had no money to begin with. It's like, dude, they could have had some insecurity about their money. And they also could have been like, always change the arguments to be about money when it wasn't even the issue to begin with. And maybe that's why they worked so freaking hard. And maybe it was like they constantly put work before you, and that was maybe the issue. And it's like, that's their issue to resolve. Like, you got the backlash of it, and you were like, damn, like, I can't handle this, you know, enough is enough, and I'm not going to be put into, you know, I'm not going to sit around and not be a priority and constantly be, you know, trauma dumped, basically. Like, this person's just trauma dumping, like, oh, I work so hard, like, feel bad for me. It's like, dude, get a hold of yourself. Like, I do feel bad for you, and I do give you sympathy, but it's like, at some point, when are you gonna, like, stop playing the victim and pick yourself up? You know? Okay. Let's get some charms and some words, and that will be the end of your reading, Pile 1. We could also get some, I should have got that before, but it's okay. Some appearance cards. What does this person look like? So we have C could be somebody's initial. We have Jujitsu. I just thought of Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujitsu could be significant. Maybe this person goes to, like, or does jujitsu, like, at a gym. We have fluoride. That makes me think of toothpaste. We have a little dove here. Dove makes me think of love. There could be some sort of religious aspect. Maybe this person's religious, and that's why they're stuck in their ways. We have festival. I think this is a Jewish star, but I'm not sure, so please don't hate on me in the comments. We have an S. I'm not religious I'm not religious at all. Besides if you consider spirituality as religious. We have irresponsible. This person could be very irresponsible. We have homophobic. This person could be possibly homophobic. We do have Aries, little goat thing here again. We have a little bat. This makes me think of, like, night owl, potentially. We have a little astronaut. We have a little, like, calculator, like, old-timey calculator. Maybe this person did things, like, very outdatedly and was stubborn to change. And it's like, dude, you could be doing this so much better if you just listen. But they'd rather stay in their shitty ways than change because they're stubborn. And that's like the worst quality to have. We have an N here, could be an initial. We have a little key to the heart here. We have a little black flower. We have elementary. Maybe you met this person in elementary school. We have juggle. Maybe this person juggled a lot of priorities. Maybe you're someone that's good at juggling priorities. And we have, again, another cross. So there definitely could be some sort of religious attributes here. Let's see what their potential appearance could look like. We have an oval-shaped face. We have soft hands. They could have potentially that skin formality where their skin is like becoming patchy, and it's like white and dark, like patchy. I forgot what that's called, but I hope you know what I mean. That's what she has. They could have really bushy eyebrows and possibly like that hunter eye look. They could have tannish skin. They could be bald or balding. They could have tan, darker skin. They could have a diamond-shaped face. Let's get like two more. They could have glasses, or they could have a circle-shaped face. Alright, thank you so much, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. I think I'm going to hop into the 18+ reading for this pile if you're looking to watch that to see what their 18+ thoughts were the last time they saw you. So if you're interested, click on that icon up there, and I'll see you there. It's only $1, and you'll get access to all my other 18+ readings, by the way. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful Pile 2s. If you chose this thumbnail, this will be your reading on what were their thoughts about you the last time they saw you. So, let's see what potential zodiac placement they are. What zodiac placement are they? Let's see. We'll get a couple. We have Aquarius. They could be potentially an Aquarius. They could be a Leo. A Leo came out again. So definitely Leo. Leo came out for a third time, so confirmation, Leo is definitely here. We have Cancer. They could potentially be a Cancer. They could be Aquarius, came out again. Confirmation on Aquarius. Capricorn. Sagittarius. They could be Sagittarius. They could be Taurus. And let's do one more. Gemini. Okay. So, Pile 2. What were your person's last thoughts when they saw you? So, what were their expectations? I'm gonna take a deep breather. The overall message I'm getting of what their last thought the last time they saw you was denial. I think this person wanted to be in denial and pretend that things were better than they actually were. It's like this person wanted to live in denial. So that is the overall message that I'm getting. Let's dive a little bit deeper. So we have the 8 of Pills and the 3 of Pills in the Pink Pain Tarot. In that section is what were their expectations the last time they saw you? So the 8 of Pills in reverse is accumulation of strength, and then we got 3 of Pills to clarify that, which is peace and prosperity. So I think this person, what their expectations the last time they saw you was they wanted a accumulation of strength, I think, within your connection. Like they wanted to build upon something within your connection, build the strength of your connection, and they wanted like peace. They wanted there to be peace. They wanted this relationship or whatever it was to finally feel, stable and feel at peace within it. They wanted it to prosper. They wanted it to develop. What they were feeling emotionally the last time they saw you was the Three of Cigarettes and the Nine of Knives. The Three of Cigarettes is anger, and the Nine of Knives is denial or stereotype. So I think this person, we could get a clarifier. I'm gonna pull some these cards in a sec, but this person definitely was emotionally in denial. I think they were just hoping, it was like their body knew something was up. Like they knew that there was something off, or that it wasn't, there's something underneath that was like not really working. But they wanted to like gaslight themselves into being like, everything's all right. This is clearly working out. And it was like they were lying to themselves and potentially even to you. Like maybe they wanted to paint out a picture saying like, oh, like, no, like, sorry, I didn't mean that. Or like they said something that was like, or they did something that was like, like what is, like, you were just like, why is this person, acting this way? And then you maybe brought it up in conversation and they were like, oh no, like I didn't mean it that way, or like blah, 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 like trying to fix the situation. But in reality, it was almost like this person was just saying whatever in order to just run with it, like it was like they were in denial that this would work. And then they were in like a fairy tale, like a dreamland. And I think also another thing, excuse me, it was like they maybe had some sort of stereotype, like maybe they were stereotypical, or they had stereotypes of like, maybe this person was judgmental of certain types, like maybe this person, I also kind of didn't really, I feel like I'm kind of getting a bit of like desperateness, like just desperate to be in a relationship and not really being too particular of who it is. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that energy, but I'm getting that a little bit. Like, I'm getting like somebody who says I love you a little bit too fast. And we also have stereotype. This person could have been maybe judgmental or had some sort of stereotypes when it came to certain things. Or believed or was stereotypical. Like maybe this person believed in stereotypes. We could get in a clarifier on that row because it's a little bit confusing. Under here, we have the Page of Knives as well as the Ten of Knives. And I think this person was a bit controlling. I think what their hopes were, there's a bit of like, mischievousness, like a bit of toxic behavior, underlying toxic behavior in this. We have evil, literally the underworld talks about evil in this. I think this person, what their hopes were was potentially possibly having some control over you or having some dominance over you. Like having to, they could have been someone who's a little bit controlling, like controlling in what you wear or how you act or what you do, or maybe even like, but maybe they didn't show you yet that they were that deep down. Like they could have been had some underlying controlling issues. I think they could have been very good at hiding that, or potentially uh, they maybe have already even shown you that. We have the Ten of Knives, which talks about the immersion in oneself. Maybe they like they what their hopes were, that they could like focus on themselves more. Like maybe when they got into this relationship, they were hoping that they could focus on themselves and um, also get you to focus more on them as well. Like you have to like merge into their life, and like they're the most important. Like I'm also kind of getting like a bit of narcissism. Like you focus on them, it's all about them. They wanted some sort of control and dominance. Like they wanted to like focus on themselves and not have to worry about you. We have the Page of Knives, which is vigilance, threat, challenge. I think this person potentially had their guard up when it came to you. I think this person maybe had a lot of trust issues or like trauma that is unresolved. And they maybe kept their guard up, like they were not really sure on how they could trust you. Maybe they had trust issues, or they were like constantly like observing you and paying close attention to like waiting for you to like fuck up. To like clear to like almost like to validate their ridiculous delusions of like, oh, I can't trust anybody, you know? Um they could have saw you as a threat as well. Like there could have been some sort of competition, like this person saw you as a threat. Um this doesn't have to be a love connection. This could definitely be like a friendship, a possible friendship, or even like somebody that you knew, and this was how they were feeling. They definitely could have felt like you were a potential threat to them, or that they wanted. Um, we also got like playing games. Like I think the Temperance represents playing games, or the game card. This person maybe was very like played a lot of games with you. Like maybe it was constantly like you weren't sure how they felt with you. It was kind of like they liked you at some point and then they didn't like you. Like kind of getting like bipolar, especially like the Gemini came out like kind of flip floppy. Like one feels one way about you, then the next the other day. It's like very on and off again, and then it's like either one or the other extreme rather than in between. I think this person, and it was because of their own insecurities and their own past trauma that was like they projected onto you and saw you as they saw you as competition and as a threat rather than a friend. So yeah, I think they were in denial of um I don't know what in particular. If this is a love connection, maybe they were trying to find like validating feelings on like, oh, this person, this person doesn't want me, or like they try to validate like the feeling of, oh, like don't get with this person. This person's not good. Like you shouldn't be with them. Like, or they're a bad like choice or something. And they wanted like they kept their guard up, and it was like they saw you as competition, and they wanted that validation of like their delusion, the perception they had for you. I think this person liked to play this game. I think this person wanted like this game of like it's all ego based. There's a lot of ego in this reading. This person could have been like very confident, but it was like fake confidence. And it was all about like acting like they're so involved in themselves, or they know what's best, or everyone loves them, or they're better than you, or it's competition. Like they want to like compete against you, because it's all about control. This person seems controlling, and there's definitely some sort of underlying issue this person had when it came to trauma. We have Four of Pills. We have Direction, Pointer. I think this person I'm almost like leading you on. I'm getting like leading you on. I think this person played this game of constantly making you feel like they were interested, but in reality, it was like they just did it for their own attention or like their own gain. This person maybe like kept you on a short rope or leash. This person maybe constantly messaged you or to get you to message them and then they'd leave you on red, or maybe this person was constantly like needed this power because like you gave them this power, like you kept giving them this power because you constantly like were feeding into that this ego they had, like you constantly like were like maybe being too nice to them or giving them the validation or constantly giving them the attention. And it was like it's all about this game that they were playing. Like there was definitely like this game of leading you on. We have Page of Pills, or maybe they felt like you led them on. There could be like vice versa, like maybe they felt like you were just playing the game or that you were leading them on, type thing. We have Page of Pills. We have Distraction. And then the Devil in reverse. We have Ellipse or Eclipse. And then Queen of Pills. Upright. Is the Reliability and Trust. I think this person... Fuck, what was the Page of Pills? Distraction. I think this person maybe constantly played this game with you as a way of distracting themselves. Like maybe this was, to them, it was fun. Maybe they felt like you were just a distraction. They saw the future as just a distraction. Maybe they like were constantly seeing this as like not actually, they saw this as a bad thing. They saw this as like an evil, like it's almost like you're the evil path, you're the evil direction, like oh, this person's just a mistress, or like maybe even saw you as like a siren, like somebody who's just, oh, they're just gonna play games, or they're just leading me on, or they I can't trust them, or they're just a distraction, all this stuff. And that was all their own issues. Like, that's because they have unresolved issues that they need to figure out. Because clearly there was some sort of trauma in the past where they were led on. And they just maybe assume now anybody who's too good is too good to be true. So they just maybe stick with what they think they deserve. The Devil... The eclipse here talks about, it says, in astrology, it's a life-changing time to seek change and usher evolution. I think this person sees this future as a very drastic change and a potential of building trust, but I think they see you, it's almost like, this could be two different ways. They could see you as just a distraction, like you are just a distraction, and this is just a lesson to teach them and change them and evolve them to have better trust and trust in themselves, to avoid people like this. This could also potentially be that they saw change within your connection and a potential to actually build trust within the two of you. And this could also be potentially a third party situation, where there was maybe someone else involved, where they saw one person as, oh, the good person and the bad person. And instead of seeing these two people as their own, individual people, they have good and bad, they'd rather be like, oh, this person's just, a player. And then the other person is someone that is stable, that I could, actually work with. And it's like, you're putting these people in a box, and you're limiting them in your mind. So I think this could have been like, oh, like, this person's just a distraction from a potential, like, maybe love. Like, there could have been a love situation where they were involved with somebody else, like in a relationship already, and like they saw you as like the person they wanted to cheat with potentially, and they were like, oh, they're just distracting me, they're just the bad choice, like they're just the devil, the evil, and I'm gonna, you know, do the right thing and be loyal to my partner, or all this crap, that they like, even though deep down there was clearly something. So that could be something. That could be potentially what the thing is. If it's not, then take what I said earlier. So let's get some of these cards, some oracle cards. I'm going to put one on each one here, and then we'll jump into what this person could possibly look like. 2, 3. We're also going to do an 18+ reading. We got spiritual animals or spirit guides. Maybe this person felt like there was some sort of spiritual pull towards you, or expecting some sort of spiritual sign to let them know on what to do. 1. Or there was some sort of spiritual like pull. We got hustler. This person maybe like felt like they were hustled emotionally, or maybe they felt like they were hustling you emotionally. Like maybe they felt like there was no emotional connection and they were just hustling, like playing the game. 2, we got addiction, and that it makes sense because we do have addiction. Oh, there's a lot of green as well. This is the addiction deck. So there could have definitely been hopes that maybe you would be addicted to them and that you would stay stuck. Like this person really liked the attention. I think also you fed into their, like this person really liked the attention, adored the attention, and it was almost like maybe you were addicted to them. Like it was like this game was so like, the constant of like basically getting nothing was so like, it was like you were getting fed nothing and just being fed a little bit was so like thrilling that it led to like a potentially an addiction to this person, and it was like maybe it was something that you needed to heal or are trying to heal. We have balance. There again, the temperance here. I think this person logically was maybe trying to find balance, like maybe they're trying to let go of this horrible attachment to this person, or this addiction to this person that basically was leading them on or gaining them. I'm getting Sagittarius here. Was giving them basically not much to work with, but it was like they kept wanting more. Maybe it was like a very avoidant attachment. It's avoidant attachment and anxious attachment style. We have different perspectives and Earth. I think this person, with Earth, it talked about like the eclipse, how the moon and the sun line up and they make the eclipse, and you could see it from Earth, and it's like this great drastic change. And I think this person, it's like how they see the future is like you both maybe have different perspectives on what great change is and how to change for the better and how to evolve for the better. So that's what I'm getting with that. Let's hop into what this person's appearances are. How does this person look? Let's see what type of nose they have. They could have a big nose. Let's see. Number 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is this last one here. That could be what their nose looks like. This last one where my finger is. Let's get another one. They could potentially have tattoos. They could be taller than you. They could have earrings too, like potentially also one earring. They could have like these hooded eyes. I'm also getting like hunter eyes. They could have dark skin. They could have blue eyes, like these grayish blue eyes. They could be a little bit tan. Let's get... They could have a circle-shaped face. They could have brown eyes, as well as be a little bit more like a pinkish white complexion, yellowish. They could also be a little bit paler than that as well. There's a lot of different skin tones here. Let me get... They could have a heart-shaped face. And they could have, what is this? Definitely getting earrings. They could definitely have an earring. I'm also getting, like... They could have, like, black... bluish, like, it's like a blue-black hair. Or, thinner eyebrows, like thin, straight eyebrows. Let's get one more. They could also be very pale. All right, let's get into the charms. What are some charms? We have the number 3. This got stuck to my hand. Letter M. N, I mean. We do have M here, too. Alright, let's see what you got. So we got D, E. D. I just thought of dead. F. Like I'm dead. We also got F, N, B, M. I just thought of FM. I just thought of bed, nighttime, midnight. I just thought of like fucking, are you fucking serious? Or I'm motherfucking dead. I don't know. Really weird. We got join. We have a little dog here. Dogs could be significant. Maybe like a little dog could be significant. Like someone maybe had a small dog. We have a tree here. I just thought of like growth and like tree of life. We also got this little coin here. It's got like this woman on it. And it's Queen Elizabeth II that's on it. We have broadcasting, maybe there's some sort of broadcasting, like maybe this person's broadcasting their life. Also, I accidentally just pushed it to 19, but 3 was the number. 3 could be significant. We have can't. Maybe this person can't watch, like maybe you're broadcasting a lot of your life or you're posting a lot on social media. Maybe this person like can't view it or doesn't want to view it. Also, maybe this person feels like they can't broadcast whatever's going on in their life. We have articulate. We have legitimate or legitimacy. We have dart. We also have a Pegasus. We have a sailboat. We have a little growth plant. This makes me think of growth. And we have fish. I just thought of plenty of fish in the sea. Yeah, and that's all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. And I'm about to hop into the 18 plus reading of this section. So if you want to see possibly what their 18 plus thoughts were the last time they saw you, feel free to join and check it out. It's only for $1. And hope to see you there. If not, then I'll leave you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful Pile 3s. If you chose this thumbnail, this will be your reading on what were their thoughts about you the last time they saw you. So, what were their expectations? First is this row, when they saw you, and what were they expecting? So I think they were expecting to release some fear, some repressed emotions, maybe by communicating with you. There could have been some sort of inner confusion or just some misinterpretation, and maybe that's why they wanted to meet you in person in order to clarify things. There could have been also some sort of imbalance, excess of some sort of certain situation, like some sort of addiction that was at play, and maybe there was some sort of clarification on that being discussed, and they were expecting to clarify and discuss more of this potentially, like they were expecting to like talk about this with you or have some sort of self-healing with you. They were expecting some sort of self-healing reflection. So with what they were feeling emotionally the last time they saw you, I think they felt like things were one-sided. They maybe felt like there was also unpaid debts, or maybe that they felt like guilty or that they owed you. Maybe they also felt like there was some sort of power and domination play, like maybe they felt like you had the power over them, or they had some sort of power. Maybe they felt like taken advantage of, or guilty, or felt like things were one-sided. I think something in particular, emotional-wise, I think they were feeling like maybe they felt like there was some sort of emotional progress being made. Like they could be feeling like they were starting to become more self-confident and being able to express more truly how they feel, and potentially also not feel like guilty or that they were being taken advantage of in a situation. There could have been some sort of people pleasing, like maybe they were people pleasing, and maybe that's what left them feeling like they were being taken advantage of, but maybe they started to progress and realize their own faults and realize that they were ultimately hurting themselves by giving too much and not having some self-respect. Like I think this person started to gain more self-confidence, and I think the last time they saw you, they felt more confident in themselves. What their hopes were the last time they saw you, I think they were hoping to avoid conflict. I think they were hoping to just have a peaceful conversation, agree to disagree, respecting each other's differences, and overall just avoiding conflict in general. I think they also were hoping to fight for you. Like I'm getting like the 5 of Wands talks about competition and fighting for you, and I think they were hoping that they were able to like win and fight for your love. We have the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups here, both in reverse, and these are the clarifiers of this card. I think they were like hoping that the last time you guys saw each other, there would be no impulsiveness or no burning out or unpredictability. Like, I think they were hoping there was no impulsiveness and it was all like, agree to disagree, like peaceful, calm communication. I think also here, this person wanted to move very quickly in love with you. They wanted to fight for you. They wanted to move fast towards you and fight for your love. They maybe were restless. Maybe they were very impulsive and had no direction on how to do it. They kind of just like were running for this. But I think overall, they maybe accidentally did this by being emotionally manipulative or being moody or cold or giving bad advice. Also, maybe they felt like from this card, having the self-confidence, maybe they were giving themselves self-compassion and figuring out their inner feelings and being able to like communicate them better with you. And they didn't want to come off as emotionally manipulative. So maybe that's why they wanted to avoid conflict at all costs, but they still wanted to communicate how they feel without coming off as emotionally manipulative. The next row we have is how they thought logically the last time they saw you. I think they just wanted fairness. They wanted the truth. I think they wanted clarity on the situation. They wanted to feel balance and I think have this sense of peace of like, okay, like I gained this clarity and it's almost like being able to find the truth and justice in this situation. I think the clarifier for that is self-worth, hustling, living beyond means, obsession with work, false success. I think this person thought logically that I think logically, they were thinking logically that I think it was time to start, having some self-worth and having some sort of self-confidence and self-esteem and knowing when to walk away from a situation. I think logically they were thinking like, I think this is time. I've already tried so hard to fight for this. And it's like their mind is starting to think like, there's only so far that I could push. And also they really wanted to know the truth and have clarity about the situation, whatever the situation was. I think this person also was thinking logically about like there could be someone who's like saying that they're happy or saying that they're successful or that they moved on or that things are better for them now, and they may look at that like that's a lie, like it's a false success. Like I think if you've moved on into another relationship, like for example, if this is like a situation where you moved on or you found someone else, this person is seeing that as like, oh, it's false success. Like this person like didn't actually find happiness, or they could be trying to like manipulate you into thinking that they're doing so much better now, or that they fixed themselves, or that they are in a happier place now, but it's not true. Like it's a false success. It's not true. And they just want to get to the truth. Like this person just wants to get to the bottom and like actually know the truth. And then for the future, what like the last time they saw you, what their thoughts were towards the future. I think this person saw a lot of comfort or compassion or nurturing and healing, emotional stability and care for the future. I think this person potentially was hoping or sees the future as becoming more emotionally stable, and I think healing their inner child, more specifically. Like, I think definitely feeling very optimistic, hoping that there will be this positive outcome, and healing towards the future. So they could be either very, very optimistic. I think they are very optimistic because upright Queen of Cups is a very optimistic card. Like, this person is looking very optimistic towards the future between the two of you. Like, they see this healing of inner child. Like, they're seeing this as almost like Fantasyland, like overly optimistic, but they see compassion, they see comfort, they see like this overall like healing potential, and finding emotional stability within this connection or between the two of you, like the future for the two of you. Let's see what the overall feeling is. What are their overall like thoughts the last time I saw you? 1, 2, 3. This card came out, which is the Healer. I think overall, the last time they felt when they saw you, they felt healed. They felt like there was this healing. I think especially when maybe there was an argument or there was some sort of fallout or some sort of disagreement, or they felt like the last time they saw you, they actually felt like there was clarity, truth finding, and like they felt like there was like they were able to heal. They were able to finally like let go and like feel heard, understood, avoiding any conflict. Like, they felt like they were able to heal, and that the relationship between the two of you, the situation between the two of you, was able to heal and replenish and be okay again, and heal past whatever issue you guys faced. Like, they felt healed. Their thoughts last time they saw you was feeling healed. Let's see what the book says more in particular. It's the Lightworker, the Gift, the Old Soul, self-contained, grateful, and awake. I think the last time they saw you, they felt very grateful that maybe they were able to reconnect with you and that you guys were able to talk things out in person. Maybe they felt very awake or self-aware. And I think they felt very healed, like they maybe felt like self-aware, like they woke up and they were finally able to like reflect and, reflect on what they did or reflect on what they felt, and potentially what you did. Like, they were able to actually like reflect and heal from this situation. And they were very grateful that you were willing to, see them again to potentially talk things out. Let's see. Give us some other clarifiers. 1, 2, 3. We have addiction. There definitely could have been, we had addiction here. There definitely could have been some sort of addiction, potentially codependency type of behavior. We got positive here. I think this person definitely started to gain more self-confidence or love for themselves, and maybe even public recognition. They felt they were emotionally finding progress and healing and doing better for themselves. We have spirituality. There could be some sort of spiritual, I think waking up, like being more self-aware of what they were doing and actually being like, damn, like, I was, I did what they said, like, I was, fucking up, or they did some self-reflection and they became self-aware of how their actions were affecting other people. Let's get another one. 2. We have authentic love. I think there's definitely some sort of authentic love. This person maybe was thinking very like logical to the love that you guys had. Like if this was a love connection, this person maybe thought a lot about like logically thought about the type of love you had, and maybe they felt like it was true authentic love. Like they logically felt like the love that they had for you was, you know, authentic. And nature here talks about growth. I think the future, they see a lot of growth potential for the future. All right, let's get, what are some potential zodiac placements? Like, what zodiac sign does this person have, potentially? We have Capricorn. Definitely makes sense with the addiction here. We got Gemini. We have Sagittarius. We have Capricorn came out again. We have Cancer came out. We got Scorpio came out. We got Aquarius. Let's do one more. We got Scorpio came out again. All right, let's get some love messages. What are some like what would they like to say to you? Something that they wanted to share. There's one card that's already flipped over. We have I'm angry and I don't know why. I don't want to lose you. 1. Oh, we have you already know. I think you already know how they feel about you. They maybe have already told you like a million times how they feel and what they want. 2, 3. I want to see you. Maybe they really want to see you again. 3. Do you still love me? 'I want you badly. This person could be addicted to you. We have 6-6, and that talks about like the 6-6 is, you know, the card of the number for the devil, and the devil card represents Capricorn. So also 6-6 and the number 6. Also, it's in the book. Let me go get what the number 6 is. I always forget. Number 6 is communication, cooperation, and harmony. This person definitely wants some sort of communication and cooperation with you. We have, I want to be more than friends. 2, 3. I meant what I said. I think everything that they say to you, they mean it. Like, they never ever say something just to, like, manipulate. I think they never ever want to come off as emotionally manipulative. I think they just want to express how they feel. Let's get let's get some charms. The number 7, which talks about reflection, is here. Let's get some little messages. I just thought of I just thought of home, because we have O-M-E, home. Maybe this person feels like you're home to them. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got J. We have J-R. Maybe those are someone's initials. First name letters. X. This could be an X. We have XC. We have B. O-M-E. We have a cat here. Cats could be significant in this connection. We have a cross. We have a little Egyptian thing, which I'm pretty sure that's like represents creation, and it actually is in the shape of, like, if you think about it, a uterus, and like the uterus is what creates life. I think that's like, there was some sort of TikTok I saw about that. So there could be some sort of thing about creating or creation. Maybe fertility could be significant, like creating a child. We have peace here. We have a rose. We have butterfly here. We have breadwinner. We have loyal. We have belated. We have insert. We have daisy. We have eclipse. We have daredevil. And we have jigsaw. I just thought of the Jigsaw movie. I just thought of the Daredevil Marvels franchise. Maybe something specific about the daisy flowers. There could have been some sort of eclipse that's significant in your connection. I just thought of belated anniversary or belated birthday. We have loyal, maybe being loyal to each other, some sort of loyalty situation. So that is what I have for you, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. We're now going to hop into the 18 plus extended reading for this pile. If you're interested in checking that out, it's only going to be $1 and it's going to be on the Patreon. You also will have access to all my other 18 plus extended readings for all my videos so far, if you'd like to check that out. So if not, then I'll be leaving you here, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye!